It's about 11 a.m. and I'm actually sitting down here. We have had a very, very slow morning, and it was much needed. I'm gonna be completely honest, you guys. I've been really in like an emotional, mental funk this week. I haven't really shared about it. But I am so happy that it's Friday. It's not Friday, see what I'm saying? I'm happy it's Saturday. I'm really happy it's the weekend. It feels like we have a million things still on our to-do list. They're not work related, but I'm just trying to take things one thing at a time. And that's something I'm actually working on with my therapist right now, is just being okay with things getting done good enough. And I'm not very like a good enough type of person, if that makes sense. I have a lot of like people pleasing and perfectionism tendencies that a lot of the time I do a pretty good job managing and not giving into, but there are some times in life where that ends up happening, and so I'm working on unlearning some of those things. And one of the things that I'm working on right now is just in my brain, I kind of get panicked because I'm like, oh, this has to get done, and this has to get done, and this has to get done, and all has to get done. And if I don't get them done, then XYZ is going to happen. And it's very mentally taxing. And so I have been really practicing things just being good enough and only doing one thing at a time and putting my health first. And that's been a really like challenging mental toll for me. However, I had a really slow morning this morning, and I am just now sitting down to edit, I think, the December 7th Vlogmas, and get it up. I'm trying to get one video up a day, and that is a good enough thing for me. So initially I liked to get the video up that I record. So for example, my schedule in the past was if I recorded on December 1st, you'd see that video on December 2nd. And I think my schedule is like kind of 2 days behind, and I have 2 videos to edit. So I'm going to do that, so I'm not feeling like I'm a little bit behind for a video. But I think that schedule is good enough. One video a day is good enough, and I'm having fun with it. I'm taking my time with it, and it feels really good to be in that headspace. I really wanted to edit the video I'm about to edit right now last night, but I just really, by the time I got home from having dinner, which now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even think I closed out yesterday's video. We went to dinner at Zach's grandparents' house, and we stayed there till like 10:30. And by the time we got home, we just showered and got in jammies and went to bed. So I slept in this morning. I got my first cup of coffee here, and I just spent some gentle time knitting. I got this far. I did a lot of this knitting last night on my Cozy Comfort Throw, and I'm really, really close to getting to my next color, so I'm excited about that. And I also want to open my yarn for the day. So yesterday we moved into like a little bit of a gold, and this is the Fiber Fox Advent Calendar Golden Hour. And I have seen quite a few people actually knitting something with it immediately. And I think I mentioned this in like a previous video, but the fade is so deliciously perfect that it's really difficult to capture how subtly the colors are changing. But if you are interested in seeing what it looks like knit up, I highly recommend you look at the Fiber Fox's Instagram. She's been posting photos every day of the individual colorways, and they are so beautifully photographed. So if you want to see like a closer, more accurate look of the colors, I recommend you go check her out. And if you're also if you're on Instagram, there have been a lot of people I've seen knitting with the thing. So I think a lot of them are tagging her. So if you look like at her tag photos, there's some there. But I also saw this morning that Laura Penrose from Penrose Knits, she posted that she's doing the What the Fade shawl. I think that's Andrea Mowry. And She also has this advent calendar, and you can really see how perfectly the colors are fading into each other into that shawl. So I really encourage you to check it out, because like me, you might be seeing like such a subtle change in the yarns. And I think Laura said it like really well, just trusting the process and trusting the dyer and opening up that surprise every day is just so, anyway, it's making me even more excited for the yarns this year and seeing the entire, you know, work of art in the skeins come together. So anyway, I'm excited to get into other colors though, so I'm curious to see if this is, I actually didn't rip open the paper to peek inside this time, so I'm excited to see if this is staying with the gold or if we're gonna slowly start to transition maybe into like a pink or a purple or something else. So let's see what we have. Okay, yes. What? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna show up. Okay, this looks a little bit golder on here. It's definitely gold. This, in real life, in my skein, has a little bit more of like a purpley hue. It's just very, very subtly purple. That looks a little more accurate here. Anyway, so beautiful. I can't wait to see this all together. So that's my yarn. I showed you my blanket, and I haven't knit anymore on my husband's sock. I don't quite know what's on the agenda for today. We really desperately have some like home stuff. You know what we actually really need to do? We need to go to Costco. And I've kind of just been nibbling on random foods and snacks that we have in the house this week, but we don't really have like a ton of like meal things. So might also go grocery shopping. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a pretty like low-key day, low-key weekend. Hoping to get a lot of crafting done tomorrow. I am actually going to have a craft day with one of my lady-in-laws, and I am really excited about it because we've been talking about doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks. And so we're finally doing it tomorrow. So I'm going to try and take you along for that. She is the one who has started knitting, and I'm just really looking forward to that. Okay, well, I'm gonna edit this video and check in later. My husband's texting me and says, do you want to go to Costco? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want to go to Costco. And what I also really want to do at Costco, but I shouldn't do, is eat a chicken bake. Oh, he's supposed to be in a meeting right now, and the person not showing up. Oh, that stinks. I hate when that happens. Okay, I'm going. Goodbye.